Hey guys, Doug here. What you're looking at is my newest project. It is the Rally version 2. I went to the U-Pole on Saturday and picked this up. When I found it, it still had the seat on it, but it was folded over like a pancake. It was kind of like, this is the bottom, this is the back. That's what it kind of looked like. The steering wheel was oblong from it being picked up with a chain. The transmission was already pulled, and the engine was still in it, but it was missing parts, and I didn't want it anyways. It was a single 11 horsepower Briggs & Stratton flathead. So I took it out. I scavenged the gas cap because it was missing, and put it on the cart and hauled it out. And I pulled this off of a Craftsman Singer similar to the Rally V1 because it had a 14 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Vanguard in it. But anyways, I got this out, paid $50 for it. It's a little bit pricey, but it's a good start. It's not in bad shape. It's pretty clean from being rained on probably for years. It's a little scratched up. Has a dent right there, right there. Richie Thomas says it looks like it's raising an eyebrow at you. Kind of does. But this is going to be built in. Like I said, it's a Rally V2, so it's going to be kind of like what I wanted the Rally to intentionally be, which is a go through anything trail dominator of sorts, and that's kind of the name that I've chosen for it. But it might change. But what this is going to get is it will get an 820 in the rear end. I have an 820-040, which is similar to the high-speed 016 or 17, I think it was one or the other. But it's basically the same, has the highest gearing possible in 6. It just has, instead of a 1-to-1 reverse, it has a 1-to-2 reverse. So, or 2-to-1. Yeah, 2-to-1. So, this is what I'm going to be working with. Doesn't look too bad, shape-wise. So I already had this open. I also like how it has a larger gear in here off the steering. As you can see, it's a little bit wider than standard, and it's fully steel all the way across. So that should help out a lot with things. Nothing looks cracked or damaged other than the hood. A little bit of scratch, a little bit of rust. This is steel, the entire dash. And everything seems to be working fine, in terms of whatever. So, to get started, what I intended to do was swap the front end from a GT into it. And how I'm going to get that is right over there. So here we are in the shed, which is where I store all my crap. You can see there's a little bit of puddle under here, and I think a axle seal is bad in the 206. So that might get fixed, and I might check my weld. But anyways, you might remember these two. These are the GTs that I picked up earlier on in the year. Paid $150 for both of them. This one ran. This other one was marketed as parts. All it needed was a carb rebuild, and it started up fine. But everything's kind of rigged on it. You can see that it has handlebars because it has direct steering. The gas tank is also over on the left instead of in the back. As you can see right there. And I really don't have any use for it. It kills me to tear it apart, but I'm gaining too many projects. Because I have the Honda this. The new tractor out there, the Gravely around the side of the door. So I'm going to pull that apart. But anyways, these have 6-inch, 8-inch rims on the front of them. It's an 8x6, I believe. And they have a heavier steel front axle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this entire thing apart, basically stripping it all the way down to its bare frame, keeping what I can, tossing the rest, and basically just thinning my herd down to one GT right here, which is what I'm going to be using to move snow. So I got to get all this shit out of here so I can pull that out, and then I can start working on it. Alright, so we got it over here. Let's pop this up and show everybody. This is the engine in it. It's an 18 horsepower horizontally opposed. There is where the belt is. It runs off the flywheel. There's a little pulley thing on there. It runs alongside to a 633A. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strip this entire thing down, taking off the hood, taking out the rear fenders, taking out the engine, transmission, steering, everything. I'm not going to be able to record all of that. Well, I could, but I'm too lazy to. But I'll come back after I get all of it, torn apart and stuff, and at least I'll come back after I take off the body panels and gas tank and stuff like that. So in the meantime, I will be right back. I stripped off all the main body panels. I never ended up getting a battery for this. I actually had this wire just dangling out the side. So what I did is I hooked it up to the rally over there, and I'm just going to give this a quick crank. Not much gas left in it, but it should be enough to get it to fire a couple of times, and see if it still works before I put it into storage. So throttle up, choke out, and let's give it a shot. Bad ground. Or it might be a switch too, I don't know. Bad ground. Yeah, take this. Shove it in there. And it's still not clicking. Why is that? There, it should work now. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Sucking too much air into the engine. Let me hold this, my thumb maybe, and turn it over. Alright, so that establishes that. Works, still smokes, so nothing has changed really. Obviously it smoked a ton there, so that tells me that the rings are bad, because it's been sitting for quite a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the engine off, and I don't know how the mounts are on it. I might just set it square on the ground, or I might make a little skid of sorts for it to bolt it to. But everything's coming off of it. This fuel line will come off, pump's coming off, filter's coming off. All that stuff's going to go to the new build. Transmission's coming out, footboard's coming out. Dash, I'm going to see if that fits on there, because I'm pretty sure it does. And that one is pretty much shot to shit, so I'll swap this over. Clutch, I might leave that on, might take that off, depends on how I'm feeling. So I'm going to get back to it, and I will come back when I'm finished. So I got to strip down another layer. I took the firewall out that was right there. I was trying to take out this supporting beam for those double pulleys, but that's not going to happen the way that the frame is. Got the front end off, just barely finished that. Here it is. This is my direct steering setup. Here's this. Doc told me about 30 degrees. It's probably close. I don't remember which direction it went, but this is the arm, and obviously it's adjustable. I actually had it right here, so I technically could have cut it right there, but I never got to it. But this axle is a lot heavier, I believe. It's made out of full 1/8 inch steel. It's still welded together, but I can just run a reinforcing bead all the way across it, and it should be a problem. I don't know if I'm going to reuse this or not. It might not fit on there, but it just goes through the bolt, so shouldn't be too much of a problem to try to modify it if it doesn't. Here's a tie rod. That'll probably stay on. Actually, those spindles will come off, because I don't want the direct steering stuff. So that tie rod will come out. And here's the rest of it. Right here. This is just a 1/2 inch it's tube steel. And then under here is the arm off the steering column, and it's fully removable off the arm. There's a little thing, and you actually have to slide the steering shaft out the bottom, so that's what I'll get to next. But Right now I'm just trying to finish up getting the engine off. I got one bolt out. I can't take it off right at the plate because of the drain right there. So I have to undo these, but I can't get a socket underneath on the inside. So I had to take the front end off, and now that I got that done, that's going to be my next shot. And get that finished, and I'll probably strip off the rest of the dash and the steering, and that's probably when I'll call it quits, because it's almost 7 o'clock now. I don't feel like doing much more. So getting this off, that's the main goal, getting the dash off and the steering out, and we'll go from there, I guess. Alright, so I just went under a little weight reduction. I just barely got the engine out, took the bottom plate off, obviously, as I had said earlier, and I undid the bolts from the entire cradle bracket on here. There's the cradle, there's the actual engine mount. But because of this oil drain right here, I couldn't take it off that plate without removing this, and I said, you know, fuck it. So I made a little skid type thing for it out of some 2x4s I had gotten from work a while ago. Just 10 inches from the corner to corner of the inside of that plate. Go pick it up and see it fit right in there quite nicely. So now that's out of the way. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. Probably going to just sell it because I don't have any use for a horizontal. But who knows how long it's going to be till it goes. Probably stick it up for 400 bucks, you know. Somebody gives me 400 bucks for it, you know, cool. You know, it'll be over triple what I paid for the entire thing, because I paid $150 for this tractor and the other one. And I got this running for about, you know, 40-50 bucks. And you know, so I only have $200 invested. If I sell this for 400 bucks, you know, boom, paid off both tractors twice. So who knows? Let's see if I can't get rid of it. Who knows? But in the meantime, it's on the skid. I have some hooks. I'll probably drill hooks in it so I can crane lift it. So next, now that it's 10 after 7, I'm probably going to quit actually right now. But the next course of plan is to take this off, just bolt it on, pops right off, and then the entire assembly just slides right out the bottom. Well, I have a clip right here too that has to come out. But other than that, then the entire thing will just slip out the bottom, and then I can, you know, just tow this around and get it out of my way in the meantime. Because for the most part, I got what I needed off of it, which is just the front axle, and I want to take the other stuff off of it, like the switches, key switch, choke and stuff. Choke and stuff will probably go in there. I want to see if that dash fits. But in the meantime, that's probably going to be it for this video, unless I find something else that'll come out in another part. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Check out the All Terrain Lawn Tractor forum, and check out my build and see how it's going on. But thanks for watching, and I will talk to everybody later.